In this video, I'll be showing you how to complete Subterranean Lab on Swarm by using Briar. This way we can beat Belveth, unlock Yasuo, and get ready to defeat the Beachhead Aatrox. Right, we are in the Subterranean Lab map. Starting out like every other, we're going to farm until level 6 and then do the Yumi quests that will pop up. Being the consistency. The best thing to do for this map is definitely playing around open areas. If you stand around the walls, the enemies are going to spawn closer to you, and you're going to get swarmed way easier. So try to stay away from all the really confined spaces as best as you possibly can. And try to play around these freeze things. So I'll walk over to one now and show you these freeze chambers that you can stand on. Much like the fountain in the warehouse district, however, it does not heal you. It instead freezes all the enemies near you. It is a really strong power-up. Helps you thin out swarms, helps you survive a bit easier. As you can see here, it freezes every single thing, even the mini-boss. The mini-boss will still shoot out its ability, but you'll be able to probably get it killed pretty easy as well. So we're just going to farm for our level 6 here. Use our W off cooldown, trying to get a little bit of our health back. Since we only have 4 passive slots, we're going to look for ability haste, area size, damage, and max health. Same as we did on Leona, almost identical. However, the build may vary. I also may choose going crit chance over damage, depending on augments and everything. It was a bit foolish of me to start this level 4. I could have waited till level 6 and farmed a bit better, but I'm very confident that I'll be able to do this. Just for the simple fact that I am pretty experienced in these Yumi quests, and I know how to use Briar very well. I did a lot of the solo missions on hard mode with her, being able to beat Aatrox solo even. I definitely want a Radiant Field here. Good start to this so far. Card Collector is very good, so I think I will be going crit chance this time around. Gonna try and kill this boss, do as much damage to it as I can. So as soon as you see a gun goddess, if you can, not always, if you are gonna die to a swarm, do not go for it, but I do recommend trying to get it every single time. So I think I'm going to ignore max. I'm going to actually get max health this time still. I won't be able to evolve the Cyclonic Slices. Cyclonic Slices are still very strong, very useful, regardless. So I'm going to think I'll be happy this time without evolving that one in particular. Gonna use our W off cooldown here, trying to get some healing. Which isn't going very well because I'm running face burst into the brutes. I'm just gonna insta recast it, make sure that we get some health. Then we're gonna try and back away from this corner. Very bad spot to be in. Most of the time, it's definitely better to make sure that you... Pardon me. It's definitely better to make sure that you use your E on full rotation as much as you can. But sometimes if you're against brutes and you want to do damage and clear a path and get instant health, or just clear a swarm, I do recommend just instantly reprocking it. Against squishy enemies like bats and everything, it is great to just do a full rotation and get as much healing as you can. So as you can see here, I'm going to wait for it off cooldown and get as much regen as I can possible. We still haven't been able to get our max health yet. So that's pretty unfortunate. We have to be forced to get Blade Ring here. We only had one reroll. I'm going to bait out both these crush ability and then ult them. Do my entire ult rotation. And I've killed both of them pretty easily. Gonna use our ability again, clear up the area. Finally get our max health. As you can see, I'm focusing on upgrading my weapons again. Try to upgrade weapons over passives as much as possible. Definitely a dangerous situation to be in. These bombs that surround you are very dangerous. As you can see, I'm almost dying here. Gonna try and pop my E there, make sure I get rid of as many as possible. Freeze all the enemies, wait for my ult to come up. We're gonna pop it on the mini boss because it won't be able to out damage my healing from my ult. Use our basic ability on it. And we were able to kill the boss, and now we have Savage Slice. So, area size, it would be very good to start upgrading now. We've got one evolved ability. Area size, getting that to max would really help, especially since it's our Savage Slice. So we're going to try and focus on upgrading our area size on Briar. Very nice, we got a gun goddess thing. We got ability haste, so what we're going to do is we're going to keep using our ability off cooldown. Very low cooldown on that one. Don't even need to freeze the enemies this time around. We do so much damage and we've got all our abilities up. Alright, one more phase and then we'll have our ability card. What have we got here? We've got our card collector, so we're gonna go... We've got a lot of movement speed, so we're gonna go ramming runner as well. As you can see, that move speed increases when we have our E active. Some good value there. Gives us some more damage. Alright, so we got these grumps here, and the grumps are pretty painful because they leave around these like blood clot things on the map. These pools that damage you if you walk into them, and they do a lot of damage collectively. So we're just gonna try and path our way around them, make sure we don't walk into their piles as much as possible. Try and get a heal now. Make our way over to an open area if possible. Sometimes you'll get a random mission to just take down the chomper. Very good idea to do it, gives you some good gold. Trying to make sure I'm not getting locked into a corner, getting swarmed by everything. Trying to stay in more of an open area if possible. Use our ability, try to get some healing. We'll go for this gun goddess. Oh, cool. Okay, we got the car. The car makes you invulnerable and does a lot of damage. Very helpful during boss phases and everything. Ooh, that's pretty unlucky timing, but if we use our ultimate ability, we should be A-okay. It is still standard mode, the bosses aren't going to do a lot of damage, we can be a lot more reckless. As you can see, the bombs are spawning right next to me at this point. Got to try and get away from this wall as soon as possible. Take out this mini boss while we can. Larger than life is a really good on Briar as well. We're just gonna walk through all these guys. We should be able to with our new ability. And then we're just gonna use our E to get some healing, do some damage. And we're gonna try and push out of this corner as soon as possible. We do not want to be in this corner. slowly moving. We're not trying to rush too much. Just clearing the wave as much as we can. Alright, so now we got the big boss out. I want to walk away a bit and just ult right into him. And then when our ult comes off cooldown, I want to use my E again. Oh, he's dead, but it doesn't matter. We'll use our E again anyway. Do a bunch of wave clear. Now we're just going to walk. Never mind, we're not going to walk because there's a really annoying bug that stops Briar from being able to move. So I'm going to have to use my E again. And I may still not even be able to move. Okay, I can move again, thankfully. Just sometimes when you don't use Briar's full cycle of her ability, it will freeze you in place. So you just want to wait for your ability again and then just do a entire full cycle. And it will usually fix the glitch, but it can't guarantee it. Alright, so now we've got to run all the way to the back top right corner. Try and collect as much as we can on the way. Without dying. This is why area size is so important on Briar in boss fights. You can't always just be right up in their face, especially in hard mode. So being able to swipe such a far distance really helps. Right, now we're gonna use our ult here. Now we have our E back up. And that is how easy it is to beat Velvet on Subterranean Labs as Briar. So, from that now, while my client loads, there we go. So we defeated Velvet on Subterranean Lab. Now we have Yasuo unlocked. We also have the Beachhead unlocked. We've also got Ice Blast armor finally. $1.073 million damage a minute. We've got almost 7,000 CS with 420 CS a minute, and then we've also got 75 gold a minute. We actually didn't get a lot of gold that run, unfortunately, but it is what it is. I'm not going to be doing upgrades anyway. So make sure to check your pass, see if you have anything you need to grab. You might get some champion capsules. But that is how you do Subterranean Labs with Briar, and I will see you guys next time showing you how to do the Beachhead on standard mode, showing you the completion of how to do that. We completed 2 objectives this time around, and we got a good amount of gold in the bank for upgrading these things. I will still not put any upgrades in, as I'm showing you guys how to do this with minimal upgrades or as a new player to the game mode. So I will see you in the next one.